Okay, we're out here in the garden, and I thought I'd do a little video and show you what's going on back here. Lots of things been harvested, some things didn't make it, and other things are growing taller than me. So here we go. I already harvested all the peas. I didn't plant a second crop. I probably could have. But instead, I planted some radishes, which these guys take about 30 days to grow, so we'll have a nice little bunch of radishes. And next to them are the cayenne peppers. And let's see if we can find, here's a little guy. And I picked a bunch of them. Actually, I could take him because he's just about the right size. They'll turn red when I string them up in the kitchen. And these will keep going until fall. I'll have a ton of peppers. Over here are the bush beans. And the bush beans, they're a little buggy. I haven't sprayed pesticides on them. You know, they keep growing pretty good. It hasn't been too bad. So, you can see there's a little baby green bean. And these guys will keep growing. And behind them are the little guys. My second batch for fall. And hopefully we'll get a nice crop out of them too. I had peas behind them where the baby bush beans are. But, and sugar snaps over in that bunch. But those are all harvested. And take you back here. Our nice swimming pool, but my whole entire backyard is taken up by corn and pumpkins. And Lord knows I've got plenty of squash and pumpkins coming on. Let's see if we can show you a few. Right here. This one right here is a Turk's turban. And little guys next to them are acorn. And I have about 3 or 4 of the Turk's turban and about 9 of the acorn growing. And there's some little guys down in there. But yeah, we're going to squash out the wazoo. And we have at least 2 pumpkins. Well, pumpkins, haha, watermelons. This is our little guy. And around the side we have one gigantic watermelon. Well, not gigantic, but he's going to be pretty good size when we're done. And one of our pumpkins. I'm not even really sure what variety that is. It must have been a hybrid, because it's not like any that we had last year. And of course, the potatoes have been dug up because they were planted late and not doing real well. But we have, as you can see, right here, there's tiny turnip seedlings. If I don't get actual turnips, I'll get turnip greens for fall. I planted lettuce over there and needs weeded, but nothing yet. And down there are my poor eggplant that they've bloomed, but I don't think they're going to grow anything. So I haven't decided whether to take them up or not. My jumbled tomatoes. We have tomatoes everywhere. Hiding down in the grass and everything. I didn't get this bunch staked up. I kind of ran out of time and finances this year. But I'll get some more stakes for next year for this amount. I want to make the stakes kind of like these wood dowels over here. These came off a thing of, like a toy bin of Sarah's, so I want to make them just like this. Maybe a little bit taller, because as you can see, the plants are outgrowing their stakes. So That'll be for next year, is to get bigger stakes. Or at least just stakes in general. Let's see here. Oh, a prime example of what I've been battling this year is right there. There's a hole in the vine. We've had squash borers. I caught them kind of late. So right now it's just a matter of trying to keep the plants alive long enough to produce their fruit and get it to maturity so it can be picked. I took a pesticide. Probably not the best thing to do, but I took a pesticide and injected it right into the stem, above and below where the grub is, and hopefully that holded everything long enough to buy me some time. So, oh yeah, and we've got sweet corn starting to get its tassels. This is regular corn looks like this, and this will actually turn brown when the corn is ready. But I thought I'd have a really hard time telling my popcorn from my sweet corn, and that's not going to be the case, because this guy here is pinky purple. This is really pretty, so I'll definitely be able to tell which one's which. And of course, friend Dave taught me about planting corn with pumpkins, and gives the pumpkin something to climb on and protects the corn. We got pumpkin hanging off the corn stalks. I'm just all over the place. Up there is, our grapes that we've been harvesting for some jam. And then this is something else that I don't think is going to grow too well. Carrots haven't really taken off any. I mean, they're not really doing that great. I mean, they taste like carrots, but they're that big. What I may do is pull up the leaves and roots and dehydrate them as a veggie flake for soups. That way this crop doesn't go to waste. Much like my turnip greens that I had to harvest because the roots pushed themselves out of the soil, and I managed to salvage the greens for eating, but no roots. And down here's parsnips, and these guys aren't looking much better, so we'll see what happens. The parsnips actually I could cover up with mulch and straw and be able to overwinter those, but the carrots are not going to be able to do that. As you can see, we also grow a lot of weeds back here because we don't yet have a weed whacker. That's something we get come fall to clean up everything. This is kind of my, because of the grapes, this is kind of my, barren corner. I don't know if you can see him. Another little garden pest. I don't know what he is. He's ugly. That's all I know. I think lastly, got some cucumbers coming on. And you'll be ready to go soon. I'm a great photographer here. Videographer. I've got 2 of these. I think that's all the bigger they're going to get. I have others starting, but I don't think that I want to get much off these. Actually, I may go ahead and pick those so that it sends the nutrition to other cucumbers. Maybe get 1 or 2 more. But that is it. I've already harvested the garlic, which didn't do well at all. And the onions were a little bigger than what I planted. So hopefully next year I'll plant them early enough, give them enough water because we had a drought this year, and have onions. So that's it. That's the garden. And of course, I'll come out here soon and do another video and detail exactly what I want to do to expand for next year. So until next time, cheers.